Hey folks, how you doing out there today? Remo back. We are out on my new Snowrunner mod map project, which is Highway Haulin 3. Hope you like the opener there. You got a little bit of a look at what I've been working at this week. What we're going to be doing here is just a quick run across the map. One far corner, this is kind of a small town airport, as you can see. Going to have a few missions here, building up a few things. The lights you can see on the runway are going to be something you're actually going to add in. And it's kind of a small town area with a fuel station on the opposite corner of the larger town that you all have seen in previous videos. Today we're out in the TWM Gerlinger, and we're just dragging along this cat trailer. I think what there is going to be is a couple of the airplane part hauls out of here, maybe over to the other side of the map. It's going to be probably a loading area for a couple pieces of cargo, at the very least on the single map version, and we'll see what I do with it on the region when we get into it. You can see here it's just kind of a really small town. We got 4 or 5 houses up in the subdivision, a few in and around. Little points of interest on the map. There's going to be a few spots like this in different areas of the map, so hopefully it makes the whole general area feel a bit bigger. And I'm going to be honest with you, I first kind of roll through here, I think I'm really starting to hit a good realistic look with this map. I mean, I'm pretty happy with these roads. This is going to be one of the longest paved road stretches on the map. The vast majority in the middle is going to be dirt roads, so they may be a little bit shorter, but they're going to be not quite as nice to drive on. Right off the bat here with the Gerlinger is have the number 3 highway tires on it, and quite happy with the pavement traction. Not sure if I'm correct about it, but it seems like the roads from the newer seasons, the overlays, they're new ones. Oh, we just passed a trail here. Well, we're going to do a quick little run through with the TRX and have a look. This is one thing that I am trying to do with this map, and I think it's really going to add to the realism, is a bunch of little trails like this that don't have a whole lot of a point other than taking a truck out for a good run through the swamp. There'll be some trails that definitely, like, I think I'm gonna throw some antenna missions and stuff in around things like that up on areas that aren't really populated to give you a few spots to go, but most of these trails are just going to be kind of for having a bit of fun and just kind of scoot off the road and back in. So I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a fun way to work in some off-roading trail in a map, or trails in a map that really isn't focused on off-roading by any means. What you're going to find is 95% of the roads on this current map are going to be pretty easily passable, and you're going to be using just about every truck in the lineup in terms of what missions are and what you want to use to complete them. I will have some fun though. There's going to be some rock crawling. You saw a watch point in the last video that had some pretty fun little rock crawling, and there's going to be lots of swamps like this. All of them are interactive, but just keep in mind my main focus is to have these areas as kind of a side feature to the map. They're a visual, but you can go down and play in them, and this is a perfect spot that I would have maybe a vehicle flipped off the road into the swamp upside down. So you may have a reason to come down to a few of these areas, but bottom line, I'm throwing a lot of them in just to keep any of the off-roaders happy on this map until I get the second one done. Again, the plan for the Highway Haulin 3 region is we're going to have one main hub of a map, which is this one, which is going to be really lived in. Vast majority of the roads are pretty easily traveled. It's going to be about logistic and putting the miles on. And then the 2, 3, and 4 maps are going to have much more specific focus. Like map 2 is going to be about logging. You're going to be going in and setting an area up. Perhaps finding some better roads than others to get into places, moving rocks, again building a shop, and then hauling the logs back to the first map to open loading areas. You can see we're just out the other end of this. We'll hop back into the road truck and carry on down here. You can see the main road, but this region should evolve quite nicely as it gets put together with the different maps. But again, logging's going to be the next one. I'm not sure how many missions are going to be on this single map version when it releases. Not nearly as much as what the region's going to be. This map is definitely going to be dependent on the other maps of the region, so I'll make something that's fun, some running around, kind of get to live in the world a bit, but this map really isn't going to start excelling until I get map 2 done, which is going to be a while. I'm guessing this one's going to be probably another 2 to 3 weeks. I'm probably close to 50% done the actual building of the world, but it's going to take quite a while. There's a ton of houses and stuff, and if you look in the background, all the buildings and that, nothing's really filled in. I've just kind of set them there as a location, and I'll go in and put in, gardens and stuff laying around and sheds and so on, kind of after the fact, once I get the general layout done. You saw in the opener there was a bunch of farm fields and stuff, so I'm going to do another run on the having to go out and pick up hay bales in the field. There's going to be some food missions around. I don't think I'm going to put a port on this map. I think I'm just going to stick, we have a railroad and an airport, so I think that's going to be enough. So I think map 2 with the logging is going to be a port area, which is going to be the one main part of the map with a highway, and then the rest of it's going to be kind of different qualities of logging roads. You can see in the background the refinery, and this is going to be, I think, a truck manufacturing place. So my vision with that is perhaps there is a dealership in town on the other side of the map, so I'm thinking maybe putting like a mission of delivering 4 or 5 international trucks, maybe a couple different ones, something like that take you a few trips, but just a real life kind of mission, which is what this region map, everything's going to be all about. So bottom line is, I think it's coming along pretty well. I tried to work in a bunch of great ideas that everyone's been throwing out there. I did see that there are a few issues with Sherwood and the Highway Haulin 2 region, so I'm going to hammer back into those hopefully this weekend, see if I can fix them up. I know the dive right in task I must not have set up correctly. There's a couple glitches on the Sherwood map, and I can't remember. I took a screenshot of the comments, and I appreciate everyone throwing them up out there. Again, if it's a visual thing, I have an email linked now down below, so take a couple screenshots and throw it over to me and through the email there, and I can get things fixed up if it helps with a visual cue. Really hope everyone's liking what they see on this map so far. It's coming along real nice, and I'm starting to get excited the way it's coming along. I should be able to have it out for you in not too much time, like I said, a couple weeks, but the excitement's building on my side, and I hope the same can be said for you. If anyone's interested, I started up the YouTube membership again. I don't know what to charge. I think I put too much. I just picked whatever was popular, but let me know if it's something you guys are interested. I definitely want to give those of you that want to help me out and maybe have a little more say in what I'm doing and building and ideas and missions. This is a great opportunity for you. If you join in, you're going to get a lot more focus of my time, and I figured I could start throwing up some of the in-editor videos for any of the members, just to see behind the scenes and really help me as I build. Every couple of days I can put up what I'm working on and how we want it to look, and really help get into the process. So appreciate it so much for the support as usual, folks. I hope you like what you're seeing, and hey, you keep me motivated out there, and I appreciate it. I'll talk to you again real soon. Have a good one.